Fita 13, lado B.
Lição 101. O condicional. Escute. A firma Perfumes Lovett já cresceu tanto que precisa de um diretor financeiro. Diana Lovett está tentando convencer o contador da firma, Peter Brown, a aceitar o cargo.
You're the obvious person, Peter. Nobody knows as much about the business as you do, and nobody could do the job as well as you.
It's nice of you to say so, Diana, but the idea is crazy. Sam's my oldest friend, it's true, but I couldn't possibly work for him.
Why on earth not?
I'd go mad. You know what Sam's like. As long as I'm his accountant, I can boss him about. But if I joined the firm, Sam would be the boss. I don't think I'd like that.
No, seriously, Peter. He's an excellent employer, and he would give you a very good deal.
I know he would, Diana, but I like being my own boss. I've got a pretty successful accountancy practice here in Oxford, and I don't want to give it up.
Repetition. Escute estas expressões. Primeiro, apenas preste muita atenção. Depois, escute de novo, parando o gravador para responder cada uma.
I work for myself.
I like being my own boss.
Boss.
Employer.
Employee.
If I joined that firm, I would earn more money. I'd have longer holidays. But I would go mad.
Mad.
Crazy.
It's a crazy idea.
I don't want to work in an office.
I don't want to work in an office.
I don't like the idea of a 9-to-5 job.
I don't like the idea of a 9-to-5 job.
What's your salary?
How much tax do you pay?
Do you have an expense account?
If I were a senior executive, I would have a company car.
If I were a senior executive, I would have a company car.
He's a dynamic young executive.
He's very ambitious.
Exercise 3.
Translation.
Exercício número 3. Tradução. Diga em voz alta o que já tem por escrito e repita o que as vozes falam.
If I worked. If I worked in that office. I would go mad. If I worked in that office, I would go mad.
If I joined that firm, I would earn more. I would earn more money. If I joined that firm, I would earn more money.
If he earned more money, he would have to pay more tax. If he earned more money, He would have to pay more tax.
My boss would like me. My boss would like me to be more ambitious. My boss would like me to be more ambitious.
A good salary. I don't have a very good salary. But I like my job. I don't have a very good salary, but I like my job.
Exercise 4. Now sing this song.
What's your salary? What's your job? How much tax do you pay? If you joined that firm, you would earn more money and you'd have longer holidays. What's your salary? What's your job? How much tax do you pay?
E aqui termina a lição 101. Lição 102. No salão de beleza. Nesta lição, você vai aprender como indicar a frequência de algum acontecimento. Escute. Diana Lovett está no cabeleireiro.
Oh, Mrs. Lovett, it's so nice to see you.
Good morning, Raymond.
Teresa, Mrs. Lovett usually has our number 5 shampoo.
Yes, Mr. Raymond.
And when you finish, tell me straight away. Mrs. Lovett is a very busy woman.
Yes, Mr. Raymond. You're Tim's mother, aren't you? Yes, that's right. He's in my brother's class at school. Oh, really? What's your brother's name? Brian Robinson. Brian? What a coincidence. Tim and Brian are very good friends. Brian's always talking about your family. Oh, do you want a conditioner? Yes, please.
Depois do shampoo, o cabeleireiro vai cortar o cabelo de Diana.
You've got such lovely hair, Mrs. Lovett. It's a pleasure to cut it.
I'm sure you say that to all your customers.
Yes, but I don't always mean it.
Repetition. Preste atenção nestas expressões. Escute cada uma e vá memorizando sua pronúncia. Depois, escute de novo e repita parando o gravador.
Your hair is so lovely.
You've got such lovely hair.
Who is your hairdresser?
He's so good.
He's such a good hairdresser.
He cuts my hair beautifully.
Cut.
Wash.
Dry.
Brush.
Comb.
He does it perfectly. He always uses the best shampoo.
Always.
Rarely.
Never.
Usually.
Sometimes.
Often.
I often use a conditioner.
I never use a hairdryer.
A brush.
A comb.
A hairdryer.
A pair of scissors.
My hairdresser's name is Raymond.
How extraordinary.
What a coincidence.
He's my hairdresser too. Practice.
Exercise 1.
Audio crossword.
Exercício número 1. Áudio cruzadas. Escute este diálogo com atenção. Com as informações que obtiver, complete as cruzadas.
How often do you go to the hairdresser?
You're asking the wrong person.
Why's that?
Because I've never been to a hairdresser in my life.
Never? Why not?
My mum always does it. She used to be a hairdresser.
Well, it looks very good.
And I sometimes cut it myself.
What about washing?
My hair?
Yes.
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
Funny question. Well, I usually wash it on Sunday for work on Monday.
Do you use a conditioner?
Oh, not often.
One last question. What make of hairdryer do you use?
I've no idea.
Have you got one?
Yes, but I use it so rarely. Why do you want to know all this?
Exercise 3. Sing this song.
You've got such lovely hair, such lovely hair. It's so beautiful, yeah.
Hair conditioner. I often use a hair conditioner. Hair dryer. I never use a hair dryer.
You've got such lovely hair, it's so beautiful, yeah.
Termina aqui a lição 102. Lição 103. Guerra e paz. Escute. Sam Lovett e seu filho Tim estão olhando o álbum de fotos da família.
Who's this? It's your grandfather.
I didn't know he was a soldier.
Well, that photo was taken during the war.
Which war?
The Second World War.
Did you fight in that war?
Come off it. I'm not that old.
Would you have to fight if there was another war?
Probably not. I'd be too old.
I hope I don't have to fight in a war.
So do I, Tim.
Mind you, when I'm old enough to join the army, perhaps soldiers will be obsolete. The politicians will do everything with computers and missiles.
What a terrifying idea.
Countries should just have a football match instead of a war. That's what I think.
Ah, but who would be the referee? Repetition.
Escute estas expressões. Escute de novo e memorize as pronúncias. Depois, volte à fita e vá parando o gravador para repetir cada uma.
Grandmother.
Grandfather.
I didn't know he was a soldier.
I didn't know he was a soldier.
Soldier.
Sailor.
Airman.
He did his military service in the army.
He did his military service in the army.
Army.
Navy.
Air Force.
He joined the army.
He fought for his country.
I didn't know that.
To declare war.
To fight.
To kill.
To get killed.
To make peace.
I'm against war.
I'm for peace.
War is a fact of life.
War is unavoidable.
War is immoral.
Nuclear war is madness.
That's what I think.
Practice.
Exercise 1.
Opinions.
Exercício número 1. Opiniões. Escute e em seguida repita.
War is madness. I'm against it. War is madness and I'm against it.
I'm in the army. I hope I never have to fight.
I'm in the army, but I hope I never have to fight.
War is immoral.
It's a fact of life. War is immoral, but it's a fact of life. I'm for peace. I'd fight for my country. I'm for peace, but I'd fight for my country.
I'm a soldier. Fighting is my job. I'm a soldier, and fighting is my job.
I'm against killing. I don't want to get killed. I'm against killing, and I don't want to get killed.
I'm in the Navy. I'm for my country, right or wrong. I'm in the Navy, and I'm for my country, right or wrong. I'd fight if I had to. I think war is madness. I'd fight if I had to, but I think war is madness.
Agora apenas escute.
War is madness, and I'm against it.
I'm in the army, but I hope I never have to fight. War is immoral, but it's a fact of life. I'm for peace, but I'd fight for my country. I'm a soldier, and fighting is my job.
I'm against killing, and I don't want to get killed.
I'm in the Navy, and I'm for my country, right or wrong. I'd fight if I had to, but I think war is madness.
Exercise 2.
I didn't know that.
Exercício número 2. Não sabia disso? Com os dados que você escreveu, responda a estas afirmações. Mas antes, 2 exemplos.
I know John. I didn't know you knew John. He's a friend of mine. I didn't know he was a friend of yours.
Agora é a sua vez.
We live in the same street. I didn't know you lived in the same street. He's in the Air Force. I didn't know he was in the Air Force. I want to join the Air Force. I didn't know you wanted to join the Air Force. But I'm too young. I didn't know you were too young. You have to be 18. I didn't know you had to be 18. I'm only 17. I didn't know you were only 17. Exercise 3.
Verbs.
Exercício número 3. Verbos. Preste muita atenção nestes verbos. Com os dados que você já tem, escreva o particípio passado em cada uma das frases. Os 4 primeiros verbos são irregulares.
Hurt, hurt, hurt.
Cut, cut, cut.
Shoot, shot, shot.
Break, broke, broken.
Scratch, scratched, scratched.
Bruise, bruised, bruised.
Kill, killed, killed.
Exercise 4.
Pronunciation.
Exercício número 4. Pronúncia. Repita estes termos e frases imitando a pronúncia.
Daughter.
Ought to.
My daughter ought to be in bed. Bought.
Caught.
I bought a ticket and caught the train.
Fought.
Fought.
I thought he fought in the war.
Exercise 5. Sing this song.
We joined the Navy to see the world, but what did we see? We saw the sea. We joined the Navy to see the world, but what did we see? We saw the sea.
E aqui termina a lição 103. Lição 104. Apresentando-se no balcão da empresa aérea no aeroporto. Escute. O Sr. Verdi, amigo e sócio financeiro dos Lovett, está voltando para a Itália de avião. Ben Lovett o levou de carro até o aeroporto.
Could I have your ticket, please?
Here you are.
Shall I put your case on the scales?
Thank you, Ben.
Will passengers please go to gate number 11?
Where would you like to sit, Mr. Verdi?
By the window, please.
In the smoking area?
I don't mind.
Here's your boarding card. Passport control is upstairs. You better hurry, sir. They've just called your flight.
Thank you. Ben, I must fly. You'll forgive the pun, huh? Hey, I'll see you again soon.
Have a good trip.
Thanks.
Oh, and tell your lazy daughter that she owes me a letter.
I will. Hey,
Bye.
bye.
Repetition.
Preste muita atenção nestas expressões. Num primeiro momento, você vai apenas ouvir. Depois, vai voltar à fita e repetir cada expressão, parando o gravador.
I'm a passenger.
I'm flying to Milan.
I've got a seat. On the flight to Milan.
I've got a seat on the flight to Milan.
I'd like to check in.
Could I have your ticket, please?
Ticket.
Passport.
Boarding card.
Have you got any baggage?
Case.
Baggage. Hand luggage.
Where would you like to sit? By a window.
By the aisle.
In a smoking area.
In a no-smoking area.
Go through passport control to gate number 11.
Go through passport control to gate number 11.
Passport control.
Customs.
The plane is waiting.
Have a good trip. Practice.
Exercise 1.
Checking in.
Exercício número 1. No balcão da companhia aérea. Com os dados que você já escreveu, faça o papel do passageiro neste diálogo.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to check in, please.
Certainly.
I'm flying to Milan.
Could I have your ticket, please?
Here you are.
Thank you. What luggage have you got?
Just hand luggage.
Where would you like to sit?
In a no-smoking area, please.
Here's your boarding card.
Thank you.
Have a good trip.
Exercise 3. Sing this song.
Here's my ticket, I'd like to check in.
Here are my cases, I'd like to check in.
Here's my ticket, I'd like to check in.
Here are my cases, I'd like to check in. Have a good trip, here's your boarding card.
Termina aqui a lição 104.
Aqui termina o lado B.